I like the Conjuring universe. It's one of the only horror franchises that I don't actually hate. And I think that has something to do with the way that these movies treat their main characters. Instead of starring random, stupid teenagers who die throughout the story, the Conjuring universe is anchored by the respected duo of Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, who star as Ed and Lorraine Warren. These two are fantastic. I love Farmiga and Wilson together. The two have excellent chemistry with one another. I totally buy their relationship with each other, and said relationship happens to ground the stories that they are in. However, this time around, I didn't quite love the film that they were in. The premise did sound interesting. Ed and Lorraine have to help out a murder suspect who claims to be not guilty over the grounds of demonic possession, but unfortunately, the movie just isn't that exciting. The Conjuring 3 is a pretty dull affair, and even with an hour and 52-minute runtime, the film feels painfully long and sluggish. To make matters worse, the movie just isn't scary at all. My own girlfriend, who gets scared pretty easily, never even flinched or screamed or had to close her eyes once. Plus, there aren't any memorable sequences to recount throughout the film. I know the Crooked Man and the Nun were placed into The Conjuring 2 with the sole purpose of being spun off into their own solo films, which kind of distracted from the narrative of The Conjuring 2, but at least their inclusion into that film was memorable. But the main villain in this story is just pretty lame and altogether forgettable. I knew I was going to miss James Wan's directorial style for this movie, but I was hopeful that I wouldn't miss it this much. Director Michael Chaves didn't helm a bad film per se, but The Devil Made Me Do It is just nowhere near as good as the first two Conjuring films. It's better than a lot of other cheaply made horror films, especially thanks to how good Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson are together, but it's too dull and forgettable to actually enjoy. I'd still like to see more demonic adventures starring these sensationalized versions of Ed and Lorraine Warren, but I hope any future films that they are in are better than this one. Because I would likely give The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, 2 3/4 out of 5 stars. Thanks for watching.